When I was little, I, like most children, was asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? Maybe you remember getting that question too, and maybe you remember having an answer immediately. Maybe a lawyer, a teacher, an insurance underwriter. Well, I never had an answer to that question. I never really felt like I had a direction or knew what it was that I wanted to do or to be. So fast forward to when I graduated college in 2010. We were in an economic depression and jobs were hard to come by. So at that time, my goal was to get a job, any job. So that's what I did. I got a job, and I continued to set these generic kind of goals like that, knowing that I wanted to move forward and progress. So I set these generic, reasonably attainable goals, and I felt like I was progressing. It wasn't until recently that I realized that these goals have no real relevance to who I am and what it is that I wanted. I had been thinking that I was moving ahead, but in reality, I was nowhere closer to feeling successful or feeling fulfilled. So what do? I made myself sit down and write down all the things that I enjoy doing, the things that get me to jump out of bed in the morning, and the things that I wish I had more time to do. I then did the opposite and wrote down all the things that I don't like spending time on, what tasks make me dread my day, and all the things that I knew I didn't like. Then I took these lists and I figured out who it is that I really am, right? Then I use these lists to develop what my goals are. How can I incorporate more of the things that I like to do, that I want to do, and minimize the things that I don't want to do? This is the start of what your goal list should be. You should first identify who it is that you want, who it is that you want to be, and then develop your goals from there. It's so important to sit down and have this conversation with ourselves because we get so caught up in the day-to-day life of everything, and we forget that who we are is constantly changing. You might have had a goal that you set for yourself 10 years ago, but who you are now is not who you were 10 years ago. So once you sit down and have this list, it's important to come back and reevaluate. Again, who you were 10 years ago is not who you are now, and it's not who you are today is not who you're going to be in 2 to 3 years, maybe even 6 months. So it's important to take that time to self-reflect, evaluate, and know that your goals should be changing and adapting with you as time progresses.